white luxury houses facing a clear blue sea. The Sea Ranch was once a residential paradise for the affluent, but now is a faded version of its former glorious self. It was thrust back into the spotlight recently when a seriously injured man was found on the property's private pier. He later died in hospital. Police say he was a suspect in a series of break-ins on the estate. But that was only the latest trouble for Sea Ranch. Residents have been complaining about an influx of imported workers who are being housed at units in the estate by their employer. We decided to travel to the remote site to investigate. The Sea Ranch was built in the 1970s on a bay in southern Lantau, one of Hong Kong's many outlying islands. There is no road or public transport to the place, but residents have their own private ferry service. We could only reach it after taking a 35-minute-long ferry ride from Central to Chung Chau Island. From there, we had to board a second, much smaller boat for a journey that took about 20 minutes. When this estate first opened in 1979, it was billed as a luxury hideaway for Hong Kong socialites, with all the amenities one could need: a clubhouse, pool, full beach access, sea view, restaurants, cafes. From the early brochures and stories from people who used to live here, they used to say that, every weekend was a party on the island, basically. But very shortly thereafter, the developer quickly ran into debts and couldn't maintain it any longer. And after a decade, basically for the next 2 decades, running from the 80s through to the 90s, into the 2000s, there was a myriad of different issues with financing. There were legal battles, lawsuits. The ferry that used to take them direct to Central got canned. Sea Ranch has 200 residential units, but only around 40 people still live at the estate full-time, a grab bag of elderly local people, families, and expats. The ones we spoke to said the isolated community offers unparalleled tranquility that you can't find elsewhere in Hong Kong. But for some residents, that tranquility has been disturbed by an influx of dozens of imported laborers. Behind me right now is the Integrated Waste Management Facility. It's currently being built to help Hong Kong cope with the thousands of tons of waste that end up in landfills every day. The imported laborers currently living in Sea Ranch are working on this very facility. The workers currently housed at the estate are employees of Power China's Sichuan Engineering Corporation, a subsidiary of a mainland state-owned enterprise. Authorities have confirmed they are here under Hong Kong's enhanced supplementary labor scheme. Under the scheme, companies are required to find suitable housing for their workers. The nearly empty Sea Ranch property not far from the construction site was an obvious choice for meeting those needs. But some Sea Ranch residents say they were never consulted about the living arrangements.
The interaction with government is dismal because you get fobbed off every time. You are not getting a proactive response.
Frankowski has lived in Sea Ranch for 6 years, but is losing faith in the estate management. He told us that since the workers arrived, he has seen problems including rodents, discarded trash, misbehavior, and what he alleges to be a repurposing of residential units into commercial kitchens.
I'm not blaming the visitors, okay? I'm not. They were brought in by our own management committee members. So we caused this problem ourselves. Now, of course, we discover that there are apparently rules and regulations that essentially don't give us much power at all to do anything.
Other residents, who asked not to be filmed, said they had no issues with the workers. The Hong Kong police force has clarified that the fatally wounded burglar found at the estate had no connections to construction workers living there. Some of the community members previously had speculated there was such a link. In a notice addressed to Sea Ranch residents and later shown to the Post, Power China Sichuan Engineering apologized to estate owners for the troubles and concerns they have raised. The Environmental Protection Department told us it took immediate actions to address residents' concerns, and that the company had reminded its workers to build a good relationship with Sea Ranch's residents. Now, the Labor Department also said it went to the residents to inspect the premises and found nothing in breach of the scheme.